I just recorded in the car, but I was watching what I said, and it's funny because I'm giving English lessons, and I always say to my students that they shouldn't be worried about like simple things if the people that they're talking to, they understand the context of it. It's better for them to feel like they can talk and they can how can I say, they can go anywhere, they can ask for things, they can like make conversations and introduce themselves. That's the most important thing. So I just got a few words like super wrong and I decided to record again. Not gonna be recording over and over, so if I say something wrong here, I say
something wrong, and that's fine.
But I just got out of Mass Club, which is my favorite coffee shop here in the island, and I'm talking about my hometown, Florianopolis. If you don't know, it's an island in the south of Brazil, the most beautiful one. And maybe you heard about here, maybe you didn't, but it's very well known because we have beautiful beaches and they have a lot of festivals and technology. So huge cases, actually, I was just reading about of companies that were sold, and obviously a lot of athletes came out of here, so you know them. I'm gonna be talking about them soon, but just to give you a little bit of context, and of course the parties and yeah, festivals that happen often. But yeah, I think sports, it's one of my favorite things, and luckily I get to know a few of them and to kind of be involved with a little bit, because my dad, he serves, and my grandpa that owned this home that I'm recording from, because I'm visiting. I am living in São Paulo currently, in Alphaville more specifically, and I came for my mom's wedding, which was super fun, and I'm heading back on Thursday. But since I'm here, I'm talking a little bit about my life and everything, because I get to travel the last 6 years, and I met people from all over the world, and I feel like they wanted to get to know more about me and more about like where I'm from. But now I get to show, you know, I get to record, I get to talk about it, and I never thought actually about like making it like this kind of professionally or intentionally. So I'm doing it now. And so I was talking about my grandpa. He's German descendant. He worked at Souza Cruz, which is a cigar company back then, and he started sweeping the floor of the fabrics, and he got into a manager of the fabric. So he has a beautiful story, and he was his family was tennis, very in love with tennis, and his mom, I heard a story, I don't know exactly how it went, but that she was one of the first women to actually build a tennis court in Rio Grande do Sul, which is the southest part of Brazil. It's the southern state. Can I say that? Probably. I don't know. Anyways, he wanted to become an athlete when he was young. He was really good. He was kind of like winning contests, but his family was super simple and they couldn't invest in his career. So he started to work, and then that's what happened afterwards. And when he got his retirement, he started to play professionally in his category, veterans. And him and his brother, they were really good, and they played against. And I don't know if they played together. I think a few times they played together. And he was really good. So he won a lot of trophies. We have it here in our living room. I can show you a little bit. And maybe I was really hoping I get to meet one of his old friends to talk about some of the tournaments, some of the trophies. Maybe I get to have them over, or maybe I get to like bring photos and talk with them. That would be fun. And yeah, so I've been involved with sports my whole life. My mom's sister, when she was like 20 something, she got married and she went to Spain with my uncle back then, and he was a futsal player. And my cousins, they were all born in Spain, and two of them became athletes. One of them are not playing anymore, which is my sweet and beautiful cousin Julia. She's a physiotherapist. She is awesome, so good. She was in A-League, like she was really good. And my cousin, he is still playing, and my uncle he's still coach. Yeah, he became a coach afterwards. He wins a lot. I'm just like, he's very, very good. And my cousin, the oldest, she married one of his players, and he's also winning all. Valtinho, they're great, and she's actually pregnant. They're gonna have Luca, which I'm very excited about. Hoping to come there to visit when they are like more chill and get to know. Oh my gosh, I can't think about that. We used to like do like little concerts in this living room when they were here to visit. They would come on July in their vacation, and they would stay here like for a month, and I would move into my grandma's house just to be with them. It was super fun. I have like my best memories are with them for sure. And yeah, and so there are a lot of things that I always wanted to talk about, and I felt like nobody would want to hear. And so I don't know if anyone would actually. I just want to record and have it like a record of it, you know, things that are important to me, things that maybe I can show my kids later on, and talk about beautiful and interesting things about where I'm from, you know, my roots. And I think that's special. And it's I talked in the other video saying that it would be a fun thing to be doing while I'm in São Paulo, to kind of feel like still I'm connected to where I'm from. and then I said, now I can kind of virtually show you around, but maybe we can do like a tour in person, who knows? And I would love to do that. Yeah. And when I'm there, well, I get to know the place around better and visit cool spots, I can record it as well. And talk about life, talk about like how I got transformed, because I started in the COVID time, 2020, the pandemic, to do interviews. And I stopped, and I was just, when I was in the bathroom, I was just thinking, like, why did I stop, and what happened? And the thing is, I stopped because I had a conviction that I wasn't ready to the doors that were being opened to me. And I thank God to have listened to that voice, because I wasn't. And something I figured is that once you are not figured out yourself internally, you just mess it all people's lives. So I didn't want it to be that person. So thank God I listened to that voice. And now I feel like I'm more integrated. I feel like I'm more balanced in my life and in my emotions and with who I am, my identity. And I think I'm in a good place to be talking from and to share my growth throughout these years and the experience I've lived around the world. And yeah, and tons of reasons why I'm grateful for life and how you can be too. And maybe I can, I don't know, share things that you never heard of, or bring other perspective of things that nobody brought it up to you, because I like to do that. That was one of the things that I always took it serious when I was interviewing someone, thinking about questions that nobody never asked them, and making them think, making them process their own journey, which I think it's where we get to see like how much we've grown and how much we still can grow. So I guess that's my main goal with this channel, and of course to have fun. Yeah, this coffee is really good. It's already kind of like cold, but it's still great. So Mescla, if you come to town, you should go. It's in Lagoa da Conceição. And other thing that I was just saying in the other video is that since I kind of got really connected to the area, because when I was younger, my dad would take us to the beach there, Praia da Joaquina, my favorite beach. And every time I'll get starting to go up the mountain, where is Morro da Lagoa, my heart would feel automatically better and calmer and happier. So if I'm sad, I'll go. If I'm good, I'll become better. So yeah, I always love to go there. And when you go down, you go Lagoa da Conceição downtown, and it's in one of the streets there. I can leave their Insta here for you guys to check it out, but super highly recommend. And I was just saying that there is a lot of nomads in that area, and they go to work there, to study, meetings, and I just saw in their menu that they have refill for dripped coffee, so you can pay like, I think it was like 35, and you have it all the whole day. So really good advice. I got to. And I think that's it. I was having a friend over, but we're gonna get to see each other tomorrow. She just came back from Davis. She was doing her PhD there, sandwich PhD, and I'm super thrilled to talk to her and to hear her stories and how it went, the experience. And she is a food scientist, and her family has a vineyard in how do you call here? The region, Uruçanga, the Vale of Git grapes. I don't know how to say it, but I can ask her. Maybe I can have her over and we can have like a little chat. I'm gonna start to do that. Before I leave, I want to get people that talk in English as well to record with me, so we can talk about different topics that I love. Okay, bye. I think that's it for today. Really nice to have you here. See you around. Bye.